Hello, welcome to Republic Polytechnic's Career Centre. My name is Susan and I'm an Education and Career Guidance Counsellor, or ECG Counsellor for short. Some of you may have spoken with one in your secondary school or ITE and received advice from them on your education pathways. Similarly, as an Education and Career Guidance Counsellor in RP, I also provide advice to students on making informed decisions about their education and career plans. Therefore, today I'm going to talk to you about choosing your diploma. How do you choose one? So some of you may be in a situation where everyone around you has an opinion. So you may have heard people say, how is it that you do not know what you want to study? Or doesn't matter what you like, just apply and get into the best program that your grades allow. Or someone telling you to study business because it will help you get into many different jobs. Or graduates from computing related courses are in demand, so you should take those. Or simply saying things like, go to XYZ Poly as the other institutions are not recognized. Or don't waste time, just go to a polytechnic. With all these being said to you, you may feel confused, frustrated, and pulled in different directions. As a result, you may end up choosing something that is not suitable for you. Does it mean we shouldn't be listening to others? Of course not. We may be blindsided, and sometimes others can give us a good perspective because of their knowledge or experience. However, it is also crucial to know what is important to us. After all, we are going to be the ones studying and going through with it. So how do you know what is important to you? You may already have some ideas, but do spend more time reflecting and having an honest conversation with yourself. Here are some examples of the questions you can ask. What do I want to study? What am I interested in? What am I good at? What courses can I get into? What do I hope to achieve after graduating with the diploma? And what is a possible future goal? Remember, these are just some suggested questions. You may have others that can help you figure out what is important to you. You may also feel that the questions seem to be random, but they can be categorized into 4 different factors, which I will elaborate on. There you go. These are the 4 factors: interests, career prospects, strengths, last but not least, values and goals. I will be explaining each factor a bit more. These 4 factors should help you take a balanced view to consider which course or option may suit you best. You should also note that the 4 factors do not necessarily have equal weightage. This means to some, interest may play a huge role, while for others, the goal may be the most important. Let's talk about interest. This is an easy one, right? Most people know that it's important to choose something they have an interest in, because when you like the topic, you're more motivated and willing to spend more time on it. However, interest may change with time. What you enjoyed or liked a few years ago may no longer be the case now. Therefore, if your diploma selection is based solely on interest, then what happens if your interest level dips? You may lose motivation to study the subject and end up feeling stuck in a course. The other thing to take note is that we may have interest in lots of things, but it doesn't mean everything can be career related. For example, if you enjoy watching movies, it doesn't mean acting, directing, or script writing are your only career choices. So I have included some suggested questions you can ask yourself to help you identify your interests. To add to that, you can also use some resources to help. My Skills Future portal has assessments that you can take to know your career interests. Likewise, On My Way, which is a portal created by National Youth Council, has an interest quiz. You can use these online resources to help you determine your interests. Next factor that I would like to talk about is career prospects. What does that mean? Career prospects are the type of jobs or careers your chosen diploma can lead you to. One of the benefits of pursuing a polytechnic diploma is that the courses will teach you real-world applicable skills. You will also spend a significant amount of time in year 3 gaining work experience during internships, which means you will be industry ready when you graduate. You can of course further your education after the diploma, but you can also choose to join the world of work. Therefore, do consider the type of work and industry you aim to be in by the time you graduate. For example, you are creative and you love coming up with new ideas to promote the school events you used to run. You have always enjoyed engaging others, working in a team, and so with these attributes, you may want to consider the events industry or a career in marketing. Alternatively, some of you may like a more structured environment or more systematic work, so working in a lab or certain types of engineering jobs would fit you better. Therefore, in choosing a diploma, knowing your preferred style and your career interests will help you select something more suitable. I mentioned career prospects earlier. You may be wondering how you can learn more about the various industries or careers. Here are some ways you can try. Schools sometimes organize learning journeys, which is a good opportunity for you to visit the workplaces and hear from the people who are already in the industry. You should keep a lookout for industry talks where you can discover more about the jobs which may also interest you. Sometimes you can learn about these careers by simply talking to family members and relatives who are already working in these roles. You can also check out the listings in job portals to have a better idea of the job scope. For example, if you are curious about what an HR business partner does, you can look for a few job advertisements and read the job description. There are other online resources such as My Skills Future's Industry and Occupational Insights or On My Way videos, which will give you a glimpse into the daily lives of different professionals. The Job Skills Insights, which is on Skills Future website, will show you the in-demand skills and jobs for the future economy. The reports will highlight the priority skills and jobs in selected high-growth areas or spotlight sectors with fast-moving jobs. Some students may target courses that will equip them with skills that are in demand. While this is a good way to increase the chances of employment in the future, it is important to consider the other aspects such as interests and strengths too when choosing your diploma. Let's move on to talk about strengths next. Why is it important to choose something that you're better at? For example, if you have tried coding in secondary school and you're pretty good at it, then when you enter a related diploma, you should find some of the modules easier. Likewise, if you've always been better in sciences and maths, then find something that can tap into your stronger subjects. Strengths will help with productivity, will boost your confidence, and keep you motivated. However, it is also important to know that strengths can be developed. No one is born with a fixed set of skills or has no strengths. If you feel that way, it may just be that you haven't discovered your strengths yet. To develop new strengths, you need to have a plan, put it into action, set goals, and be patient. Know that it will take lots of efforts and it won't happen overnight. When you are choosing your diploma, look through the course structure and identify the modules that you feel you can cope with. The ones that you have no interest or feel that you won't be able to handle should ideally be a small portion of the whole diploma program. If you're very interested in a particular diploma but not confident that you will do well, then you will have to weigh your options. Should you be enrolled in the course, you have to plan carefully and put in the extra effort. Before you make your choice, it is advisable to check with the course advisors on the course structure of the modules. Related to strengths, when you are contemplating which diploma to choose, you would also have to be realistic and ensure that you meet the minimum entry requirements set for the diploma. For example, if you're hoping to study in our School of Applied Science, you will need a pass in mathematics and a pass in science subject as part of the entry requirements. If you're from ITE, you need to ensure your current qualification can map to the course you want. The last factor to consider will be your values and goals. What does it mean? Values help shape how we think, act, feel, and even guide us to our purpose. For some people, it may be important to help others. Therefore, the diploma they choose should lead them to a career that allows them to do so. Goals are targets we try to achieve. Therefore, both values and goals can be our motivation. They give us purpose in doing what we do and spur us to work towards them. So you have to ask yourself, what motivates you? What do you hope to achieve? The whole decision process should involve reflection, research, and review. You should have asked yourself some of the reflective questions and pen down your answers. For some areas, you may need to research by using the various resources or speak to others to gain insights. Then it is time to review your options. Remember, it's not about getting into the most competitive course, but the one that is most suitable for you. You may be faced with choices such as one which you are very interested in but don't know if you will do well, another course which can seem to be useful but you're not so keen to study for. So weigh your options and make a choice. Write down the reasons for making the choices, and you can always refer to them later whenever you become doubtful. It can be daunting. You worry if you're choosing the right pathway. However, it's about making an informed and carefully considered decision at this point, after which remain open-minded and make the path you're on right for you. I hope I've given you some useful tips in choosing your diploma. Let me take the opportunity to introduce the RP Career Center and the support we provide to our students and alumni. As you can see, we have different touch points for the various levels. Across all years and even for CET students and alumni, we will provide ECG counseling and support. Should you be unsure and need some education and career guidance, feel free to approach us. Let me highlight some of our other engagements at the different levels. If you're joining us as a Poly Foundation program student, we will engage you several times in class to cover topics such as self-awareness, career exploration, etc. In Year 1, all students will take the ECG module that is crafted by our team. This module will help students to understand themselves better, explore viable education and career paths, and develop plans to achieve their aspirations. We will also guide those in common entry programs in their diploma choices. For Year 2 students, the ECG module will equip them with relevant job search skills, such as resume and cover letter writing, interview skills, etc. We also provide advanced pre-internship training for some diplomas. One of our important engagements in students Year 3 is the post-internship session. We help those who have completed their internships to understand what they have learned and what they need to do moving forth. As the graduating students prepare to move to the next chapter in life, the Career Center organizes career fairs and conducts related workshops to help in their prep. Even after leaving RP, alumni can seek support from the Career Center in terms of job search opportunities and employment assistance. This is how we value add to your entire RP journey. So that's all I have. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best.